Hello, audience, and welcome back to Open Roads. I always have to check because I'm scared I'm gonna get the name wrong. Oh my God, it is the one, the idol something. Le Trick. Here it is.
Lautrec? That's the name of the mystery man. Think he's got mail? Guess we'll never know. It's locked anyway.
Maybe that's for the best. Tampering with other people's mail is illegal.
Who's gonna know? The mailbox labeled Le Trick. We can get into it though. Mom says it would be illegal, but that's quitter talk. Facts. Alright, let's do a solid sweep. Larry's shack. A knock knock. Ooh. Rise and grind, gamers. Or no, all docked vehicles must be removed prior to due to scheduled completion of the St. Jude River Dam. Please remember. Yeah.
Pierre! Pierre was here.
He's everywhere.
Looks like we're on the right
apparently.
track.
Just turning this thing down. Okay. Can I read this? Remember, this is a shared facility for all residents who fish off their boats or dock. You borrow equipment to clean or prepare your catch, return it to its storage space in an orderly fashion, and if you clean your catch on the workbenches here, please clean up thoroughly before retiring for the evening. We all rely on one another's consideration to keep the fishing shack in good shape. I gotta piss. Gotta take a piss. Ew. Stout. Probably still good. Take a sip. Come on now. Any names on the inside? Names on the outside? No.
Yikes. Somebody has anger issues. Couldn't just set down the knife gently, could ya?
Are we gonna die? Is this death? Mom, I don't think we should be here. I suddenly am having second thoughts. There's many a knife.
Is that dried blood?
Ew.
Ew. Why on earth did I just touch that?
Because you're being controlled by me. I'm putting ore through the window? What the flip? Even anything in here? Doesn't seem like it. Ooh. This does not look like a great lake house. I can jump it.
How are we supposed to get on board?
Maybe
Jump.
there's something around here we can use.
Jump. We try to jump that gap, we'll break our shin bones. Maybe there's something around here that we can use to get across. Like the boat. Also, why is this here? Interesting. Very interesting. You can jump that. Surely. Come on now. Don't be a wimp. Oh, maybe this big objective looking thing.
This is so stupid. We're trespassing. We need to go back home.
Shut up.
But we...
What if you fall off and break your neck, Tess? Or who knows what's even in that boat? Or if the floorboards are all rotted, or...
But we're already here. And the trailer home...
Mobile home.
The
Womp womp.
mobile home was fine. I just think... If we go back now, what's the point? Don't
You
wanna
wouldn't go
know
back
what
for
happened
my
to
phone,
Grandma?
but you'll go back now.
To find
Now
Pierre?
you're having second thoughts.
Okay, fine. You stay here, and I'll see what I can find.
Seems a bit biased,
No,
mother.
You can't go in without me.
Don't tell me what I can't do, Tess. No matter how grown up you think you might be, I'm still your mother.
Oh,
You're right.
relax.
I'm sorry. We've done all of this so far together. I just don't want to give that up.
All right. We'll do it together, but I should go first.
No, I should go.
No way! What if you fall off?
I could say the same to you. I should go first. I'm not gonna let my poor, aged mother walk across a rickety bridge before I'm sure it's safe.
Yeah.
Let's flip a coin. Call it heads or tails.
Tails.
Tails. I won!
Just
Yes!
be careful and stay away from the edge.
Oh, I'm gonna edge. I'm gonna edge so hard. Can I? I can't even fall off, Mom. You're worried for nothing. You're not even here with me. You're just a figment of my imagination, I suppose. Hello? Pierre? Hello, Pierre. Oh, I can go down? I shouldn't. Check out inside first. Do a thorough sweep. I'm gonna touch the butt. Just crisps. Oh, it's dark.
It's locked. This must be where the money is.
I seriously doubt that, but regardless, we'll have to...
Can I just kick it in?
No.
I'd say you're free to try, but I don't want you hurting yourself.
No.
How sturdy can it be?
Very.
Ow. All right, pretty sturdy.
That owl synced up really nice. Here's office. Whatever's in there could be to let off this whole thing. Of course it's locked because nothing's ever easy. This bed is nice. Got some whiskey. It's her. Is it Grandma?
Wow, this is from when Grandma was really
Smash.
young.
Yeah.
Wait, how
I
young?
don't think I've ever seen this one.
You
Rescind
look a
that
lot
smash.
like her.
Really? I always thought I looked more like my father.
Maybe you were just imagining things?
What? Oh. You mean because he might not have been my father? I suppose I can see the resemblance now that I think about it.
You have her smile.
Smash. Oh. Triggers are so sensitive. I was surprised to receive another letter from you so soon. A houseboat. It's a romantic thought, living right on the water, but don't you suppose it might be a bit small for both of us and 2 children, including a teenager? You have written to me before making this decision. We're still here waiting for the heat to die down. While I'm excited to start a new life afresh, I have begun to rack up worries. How will the children react? With all they've been through already, what do you suppose my parents will think? And us just disappearing? My poor mother, she's already lost a son-in-law. Won't people come looking for us? Are you sure there's no other way, Helen? So she tried?
A letter from Grandma.
Can you imagine if my mother had actually moved us up here to stay?
I'd
She
be
did?
Canadian.
You wouldn't even exist.
Opal.
Whoa. What?
Well, who knows if I would have had a daughter if my whole life had changed back then. I certainly wouldn't have met your father.
Wow. So this is like living into an alternate reality. I'd like to live in another reality.
Like what?
One where we were really rich.
One where we were really rich, and you could fix up the Andromeda and make every play there amazing?
Tess.
And we could keep Grandma's house and make it all perfect, like better than it's ever been?
There's no way to that reality from here.
We could just do what Dad did and gamble. It's not that hard. He just needs us there to support him. What kind of... Whoa. On the girls of Iceland. Mom?
Wow.
What's this?
Cool.
Tess, don't touch that!
Why not? It's just as grimy as anything else in this boat. Plus, I want to find out what the winter campus fashions were in 1968.
You don't know where that's been.
It's literally been right here for 30 years.
I mean before that.
You don't know what's been
Like-
on that.
Never mind. And I think it was fringed jackets
The winter campus fashions in 1968?
and patterned tights. But really, put that down.
Yeah, and wash your hands, please. Look closer. Okay, so Grandpa had a nudie magazine. The Perv. Another thing. A receipt. Receipt from Mr. Pierre Letroc. $3,000 in exchange for the houseboat with the for the houseboat the idol on. Paid $3,000 for this?
$3,000? For a houseboat?
That's what I'm
Are
saying.
you saying that's a lot or a little?
Today it's a little, but then a lot.
These are like $1968, right? I mean, $3,000 then is probably like...
30,000 today.
$100,000.
Well, that would be a lot to pay for a houseboat like this, but no, it wouldn't be anything like that much.
So how much then?
I don't know. $10,000?
Fuck!
Well, that was my second guess.
It was.
So, what else could you have bought for that much back then? A car? A nice car?
Yeah.
Probably. Maybe.
Yeah, so this crappy boat for the same amount you could buy, like, a sports car with? Seems like a lot.
But you can live on a houseboat.
You could live in a sports car if you don't have a very high standard of living.
Yeah. Much higher standard of living on this rotting houseboat.
Well, bump. Captain Hat.
Boy,
Can I put it on?
really getting into the sea captain persona, aren't we?
Can I put it on?
Did the boat ever even leave this dock?
Can I put it on? Can I put these on? Can I light the place on fire? Womp. I keep thinking I'm gonna turn around and like bump into my mom. Doesn't exist. Good morning. Lots of mugs, eh? Oh, that's why I can't get in there. Okay. So now we gotta go around. Discover the mysteries below. A thing recording properly. I'll cry. I'm gonna guess yes.
Dodge this.
Can I use it? Stare down the barrel. Look closely. Boring. Can I go in there? Can I go in here? Now I don't want to. Now I'm scared. Alright, I'll go in. Every time I see these bells, I want to ring them so much. Oh, it's kids' rooms. Oh, man. Please don't go on about the silly ideas in my head. My concerns are far from silly. This affects all of us. You say we'll have everything we could ever hope for, but I'm not the one who decided to run off across the border and have silly little Helen pick up her entire life and our children's lives at the drop of a hat to follow, no matter how much money was involved. I hope for things that money can't buy, treasured friendships I've held since I was a girl, my relationship with my parents and siblings, satisfying work where I get to help people, my children to grow up in the loving company of their grandparents and their friends. All these things you asked me to give up, and for what? Isolation, an unfamiliar place, a leaky boat, money to spend? On what? What does it matter if everything else is lost? Helen. Damn.
You tell him, Grandma.
Damn.
Yeah. Not one to mince words.
All those years of writing advice columns paid off, I guess. Kinda nice that she was thinking about you guys, too. Not just uprooting your life, dumping you in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. I can't imagine what it would have been like to grow up here.
You'd have to learn French.
Qu'est-ce que tu
Sacre
fais
bleu.
en gentui?
Oh no, it's already happening.
Sacre bleu. Qu'est-ce que tu fais en gentui? I can't open that side. Anything else? No? No? Can't look in the closet for scary monsters? Life jacket. Yeah. Whatever. Comb. Yeah. Toilet. Yeah. I'm gonna take a shit.
This looks intense. What's the brushy thing for?
A brushy thing. Probably to clean it. I don't know. Shower. Yeah. Right, enough dilly dondling around, bro. Gotta find this key, I guess, wherever it is. Robbers hit again important. Local and state police are looking for a group of thieves who made it off with an undisclosed amount of cash taken from Kleiman clothiers in a burglary Saturday night. According to the state police, men broke into the store around 1:20 a.m. They dismantled the store safe, taking the money bag before fleeing. There were no witnesses. We're encouraging local businesses to deposit all cash to their banks at the end of each day, said Officer Randall Weston of the Portland Police. The burglars have been apprehended. It's too risky to leave any money into the store overnight. Michigan State Police have set up an anonymous tip line for any information on the identities of thieves.
The burglary ring! Mom, Grandma's boyfriend here was a bank robber.
Bruh.
Why else would he have this?
Maybe my mother sent it to him
For what?
to keep him abreast of current events.
Abreast?
Oh, come on, Mom.
Why are we talking about
Grandma
those?
had a thing going with
What's
a
happening
bank
here?
robber. How cool is that?
He had abreast
Well, okay,
going.
they didn't rob any banks. It was the jewelry counters at department stores and things like that.
Department store robber doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
And it wasn't robbery, it was burglary.
What's the difference?
A robbery is when you take something from someone under duress. A burglary, you take it when they're unaware.
Abreast and under a
You
dress?
think?
Listen, it's been a while since I've brushed up on my criminology.
We're brushing
Hey,
up on
why
stuff?
are they
What is
so sure it
happening?
was men?
What?
It says the men broke into the store, but there were no witnesses. So how do they know it was men?
You're thinking lady robbers.
Grandma.
Like
I'm
cat
thinking
lady.
grandma.
I like it. Very cinematic.
Do you think Grandma?
Bro,
could have
grandma was a
helped?
robber.
Are you seriously asking if I think my mother was
I'm
an
gonna
accomplice
sneeze.
in all this?
Why not?
She had 2 kids at home, and I just don't see it.
Seems like there was a lot about Grandma you weren't seeing.
I've sneezed.
Excuse me?
Whoa. Am I wrong?
Am I
Yeah,
wrong?
facts.
Maybe not.
Grandma's up to some shenanigans, bro. Total tomfoolery. I am just trying to survive this recording. A ledger. Ledger. Whiskey, port, and vodka. Crabs, poker, lunch with guys, cash.
Boy, he really burned through it.
I can't imagine just spending $40,000 on nothing.
Well,
It's
some of it was on this
$40,000?
boat.
Yeah.
How did we
seems
know?
like he really loved it.
Is that what
Can
they
you
said during the
imagine
last
Grandma
thing when I
living
was sneezing
Can you
my brains
imagine
out?
August living here?
Maybe then she would have been a famous painter because she would have had to paint a bunch of stuff to make it less ugly.
For sure.
And you and Grandma would have had to fish every day.
This is a very tempting scene you're painting.
I'm imagining something like Little House on the Prairie, but on a boat.
Little houseboat on the river?
Rolls off the tongue.
Okay. Well, there's a billion freaking... Oop. Nothing? Whole bunch of nothing. Can I open these? No. Can't open those. Forks and spoons and sporks and... Can I not open this? Seems important. Seems very important. Okay. You. You're smoking a pipe. Pretty funny. Oh, these are lights, not bells. I thought they were bells.
Attention, every. Oh, man, what? This doesn't work. Should have seen that coming.
I don't think anything works here. We're just gonna say that right now. This houseboat's really nice. It's got these the same cigarettes that Mom smokes. All right, Mom. Let's share a bottle. California bicicleta. Flashlight. Interesting. Ooh. Ah. Okay. Well, now I'm confused. Just kidding. More liquor. Damn.
Wow, that is a lot to spend on whiskey.
Whiskey's expensive, man.
$45?
A lot for back then, I mean. Whiskey was more expensive then, too. Plus, judging from the state of this place, this was probably a reoccurring order.
Jeez,
Yeah.
slow it down, Pierre.
I don't think he was handling my mother's change of heart too well.
With this amount of booze, it doesn't look like he was handling anything too well.
Listen, let's just get back to it. It's cold in this busted old boat.
Busted old boat. Okay. Ah, this is a key.
Aha!
Okay, now we have to go back up, right? We go out here? What's out here? A bunch of nothing. Oh my god, I could have speed run that. Sped run that? I don't think that's right. Oh, here we go. Alright, let's check the not obvious stuff first. Obviously, we have a cigar. Looks like a good one, except it's not cut. So that's a bit weird. Okay, so there's a letter. Pencils. Okay, so this letter is it. Everything has led to this. Oh, and there's a key. Great. Oh my god, and it's two sides. I've received your latest letter. This is my final response. You say you did all this for me, but you didn't. Everything you've done, you did for yourself. You were the one who was unsatisfied with our home, our income, and always wanted more. You were the one who made the decision to get more money through reckless, illegal means. You were the one who decided to run to Canada to save your own skin without even telling me until it was too late to do anything but follow along. I'm not following along anymore. Say these are your kids too. Of course they are. They're my children as well. I'm here with them every day, comforting their grief, trying to console them over the loss of their father, trying my very hardest to keep up the ruse. But I'm getting used to it, used to doing this on my own, used to speaking for myself, to living this new life. I'm regaining my footing. I'm starting to feel okay. So, my feeling right now is that Pierre was the father, and he just went by like a different name. And they took out like a life insurance scam or something.
So I guess that's it? Grandma and Pierre went to all this trouble and then Grandma just changed her mind?
I think maybe she wasn't so convinced in the first
Yeah,
place.
but there was a key. What's the key
Well,
for?
then why string Pierre along like this for so long? He bought a boat and fixed up the kids' room and everything?
Maybe she just wasn't sure at first. Or didn't want to hurt him.
Oh yeah, I bet he felt great about reading this.
Oh, it's a totally different note. I thought I already read it. You say you'll do whatever it takes to make me happy, though. You'll give me everything I've always deserved to have. I don't know how else to tell you this, but I think you already have. All I want now is to be left alone, free to lead this new life by my own means. Do not contact me or the children again. This is over for all of us. I think we were happy once. I hope to find happiness. I hope you find happiness again, Helen.
Looks like a mailbox key.
Oh,
The mailbox.
I was hoping that would turn up.
I swear, you can be so nosy sometimes.
Is it not the same guy? Is Grandma really, like, out here with some biddies? In a whole nother dude in a whole nother place? She was risen up? Oh, you can zoom in this game? I was like, I wish I could run. Didn't even know I could zoom. The trick. Here we
Looks
go.
like Pierre tried to mail this, but he messed up the postage or something. Let's crack this bad boy open.
Wait, opening other people's mail? I don't know, Tess.
Been here for 30 years, bro.
Pretty sure the law frowns on breaking into people's houseboats, too. It's a little late to be getting squeamish now, don't you think?
I suppose you have a point.
Let's see what we've got here.
I suppose I do. Give it to me. Return to sender. Unclaimed. No such address. Address incomplete. Moved address unknown. Refused by address. Insufficient postage. Sheriff's Department. E County. Oh, wait. Which one was marked? Insufficient postage. Insufficient postage. Whom it may concern, I now confess my culpability for a spate of burglaries which resulted in the theft of almost $500,000. I'd worked as a property inspector. I knew it! For over 10 years. At a poker game in 1966, I was approached by a man interested in trading blueprints and my knowledge for cash. He and a few others targeted department stores and other businesses that carried large amounts of cash. Overnight, this relationship developed and I became more and more involved. I was given 10% of the proceeds from the robberies in exchange for information on how they could evade detection from the store's security. At this time, as time went on, the stores they chose to hit became riskier and riskier. I had no way to back out of the arrangement as they had threatened not only my safety, but that of my family's as well. Seeing no other option, I falsified a death certificate with papers I lifted from the county office. I left my wife and daughters to cross the border under an assumed name, which given them instructions to follow me, they never did, and I regret having asked them to. What little of my stolen profits remain, I have destroyed. Oh my gosh. What little of my stolen profits remain, I have destroyed. My wife, Helen, knew nothing of my crimes until it was too late. She only went along with the story of my death because she had no other choice. She is innocent. My decision to involve myself with this series of crimes was mine alone. I ask only that you leave my wife and daughters alone. This is my confession. Leonard Lambros. I fucking knew it, bro.
So Pierre
I called it!
was my dad?
Yes.
He wrote this whole confession, but it never made it. It's been here ever since.
I can't believe it.
Well, it says right there.
Damn.
No, I mean rhetorically, Tess. Jeez.
Right.
He got rid of the money, though.
So my mother wasn't having an affair at all. Or whatever this would have been.
Not except with Grandpa's secret identity.
So my father hadn't died. When we thought he'd had a heart attack. He was just here. On this dock. We never got to know him. He was just a car ride away. August and I suffered over something that never even happened.
Womp womp.
It kind of did happen, though, didn't it? As far as you knew, it did. You lived with that your whole life, so, to you, it did.
I can't believe I can't believe he just abandoned us. All this time, he was here. He gave up his family, his children.
For an old boat and some booze.
I wish I could have talked to him. Just one more time. And my mother living a lie for the rest of her life. I can't even imagine. I just wish I could have talked to her about it. While she was alive. I just...
Wish it
Wish it
didn't turn out this way.
Yeah. If we could have just... She didn't have to carry all this alone. I can't believe she would do that to us, lie to us, her whole life. Why didn't she say anything? Even when we were all grown up.
Maybe she was trying to protect you.
Yeah, maybe. August was so little. But I was old enough to know the truth. I just wish we would have talked.
So, that's it? He spent all his money, tried to send this confession, and disappeared, and he never came back? Do you think he could still be alive?
I don't know.
Probably not.
Honestly, I honestly don't care.
Damn.
It doesn't really matter, does it? Either way, he's gone.
You don't want to keep going? Maybe we could find...
No, I think we found enough.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mom.
He pretended to die. But he really just left me, like everyone else.
I didn't leave you.
Or maybe not yet.
Oh,
Your dad.
but we
I
are
thought
leaving
said
you.
You were the one who kicked Dad out.
Did you fucking lie again?
I mean... Well, it wasn't quite like that. I guess... Listen. I'll give you the full story in the car. I'm freezing out here.
Yeah, me too.
Tess,
You're an
thanks
asshole.
for doing this. For coming with me.
Of course.
You
And
came
for
with me.
pushing me to find out what happened.
Just doing my job.
I know I haven't been the best mom lately. But I am so lucky to have such an incredible, kind,
Oh, Mom.
beautiful, hardworking...
Stop. You'll make me cry.
just such an amazing daughter.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too, honey.
I like that it wasn't really obvious what was happening until the final place. I think that was pretty cool, actually. Like, it hadn't even crossed my mind once that they were the same person, so... I'm glad that that's how that ended up. Still a cool way to end, though. Still don't have my frickin'... My phone! Where's my phone, Mom? Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom. I was thinking about something. I wonder what Grandma would say about all this.
Good question. What do you think?
I don't think she'd be too happy. Now, girls, I hid those private things away so people wouldn't find them. I don't know why you couldn't leave well enough alone.
That's why we should have
Well,
been
if you didn't want
collecting all
people to
that stuff,
find it, maybe you should have
so
gotten
that
rid
we
of
could
it.
burn it now, and that
Well,
nobody
well,
else has to find
maybe
out.
I did want you to find it. A little bit.
So you asked about what happened with me and Dad.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Lay it on us.
Well, your dad,
Lay it on us.
was always looking for the next thing. Always
He's a
had new
gambling
idea
man.
to try that was going to fix all his problems, our problems. And for a while, it was the video store. And then that sales thing, and then he decided that he was going to be a professional poker player.
So not
Is that
gambling
what
per
you meant by
se.
full-time gambler?
Yeah. I mean, not really a gambler. He's not playing with his own money. It's all tournaments and stuff. They're playing as a sport.
So you fucking lied.
That's kind of cool.
It's certainly, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's following his dreams. He might not make it, but he is going for it.
Yeah, but at least he's not
Yeah.
gambling.
I mean, I guess I never really thought about it in that
I mean,
kind
it'd
of
be
light.
easier if he
I
gambled.
mean, I wish he could have been here, but he had a dream, and he had to follow it. I get it.
Right, my little web entrepreneur.
Fuck
It's
you.
like Matt Damon in Rounders.
What?
It's not really like Rounders. I mean, he wins a lot in Rounders, and he's a lot more handsome.
He must really like poker.
He likes it. But I wouldn't say that's the real reason he left. The split came at a really hard time. The theater was doing worse, and I was spending all my time there. Then your grandmother started really declining and needed more and more help. I think when I decided we needed to move in with her to care for her, well, being a full-time caretaker for his mother-in-law was not something your father ever signed up for. So he left for Nevada. He wanted to stay married. Said we could make it work. But by that time...
It was already over.
Yeah, exactly. I realized that this was a pattern that would never really end. Do you blame me for ending it?
I zoned out for like the last 2 sentences. I just wish he was
I
here.
just wish he was here. I miss having him around.
Yeah. It's hard to have a dad who just leaves.
Sure,
At
Mom.
least I can still text him.
Let's focus on your problems and not
For
care about
you-
our own.
I mean, we thought he died, which was still awful, but
Your problems are big, don't get me
I
wrong.
guess it was way better than knowing he was there all along, just a day away.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Thanks, Tess. I'm glad that,
My gosh.
well, your father has faults, but I don't think he'd ever fake his own death and never talk to you again.
That's
I mean,
not what
if there
happened,
wasn't
though.
anything good about him, I wouldn't have married him in the first place.
I'm sorry for buying the tickets.
Oh,
Road
I
closed.
should have talked to you first. I guess I thought, I don't know, that Dad, explain everything to me in a way that made sense, and that he was living some great life out there.
no, you shouldn't apologize.
He sounds like he is. I
I'm
mean,
sorry
more
I didn't
so
tell
than
you earlier. I
than
guess I was
gambling.
embarrassed that I would
More
have
so
married
than
such a
gambling.
ding-dong.
You're a
Professional
ding-dong.
Gambler. I didn't want to have to say it out loud. But I guess you can't keep running away from your problems forever.
Now I have these tickets and I don't know what to do.
Go.
I think you should go.
That's what I'm
To
saying.
Reno?
Yeah. I think it would be good for you to hear his side of the story. We may not always get along, but he's not a bad guy. And you guys have a good relationship. You should spend some time with him. I think it'd be good for both of you.
Are you sure, Mom?
Yeah, I'm sure. But it's not over Thanksgiving, right?
Oh God, no. And Miss August mac and cheese? Fat chance. I'm proud of you, Mom.
Look,
For
the
what?
road closed again.
What do you mean for what? You're kick-ass. How many moms would stop packing up their house to drive their daughter all over Michigan to search for a family secret? Or run their own business, run a community theater? That's pretty cool.
Shit's hard.
All right. Maybe not the brightest idea from a financial perspective, but it is pretty cool. Thanks, honey. That means a lot. And speaking of businesses, that's pretty impressive that you made enough money to buy a plane ticket.
Yeah, it's exciting that people are willing to pay me to design websites.
Well, I've seen what you can do, and you do a great job.
Thanks,
You get
Mom.
paid $250
I'm
for it.
serious. When I saw
For a
your
single
web
website,
stuff,
that's not
I mean,
bad.
I don't always know what I'm looking at, but I know it looks good.
Thanks.
An artist's eye, just like your grandma.
And my mom. But maybe it skipped over my aunt.
Damn,
Come on.
we fucking
The
hate
painting
the end.
wasn't that bad. Well, I guess I always imagined that you'd go to Ford like Grandma and me. It's silly, but it's not fair of me. God knows I didn't do everything my mom wanted me to do.
Like doing Kurt? What?
Like seeing Kurt?
Like
Yeah,
like
exactly.
doing Kurt?
Amongst many other things. But yeah, it's hard to let go, to see you as an adult, and not just my baby girl.
Mom.
You were so cute back then, even cuter than now.
Gross.
Stop.
And you had the biggest head.
Bruh.
Everyone said it. Everyone said, that's the baby with the biggest head.
Oh,
Bowling ball
relax.
head. The bowling ball baby.
Yep. And it was all your dad. On my side, we all have perfect, tiny little heads. Like golf balls.
Mm-hmm.
What?
So,
What is the
what do
conversation
you think
delved
about the
into
whole
now?
August thing?
Moving in with her?
Yeah. I guess it's a big decision, moving to Chicago.
Does it have to be
Yeah,
Chicago?
That's putting it mildly.
Would you want to move in with her?
No. I'm not sure. Alright, if it said yes or no, then I would say yes. But because it says I'm not sure, I
I'm
would have
not
picked I'm not
sure.
sure.
What about the Andromeda and Francine? It means starting over, kind of.
Yeah. But it could be nice to get a fresh start.
No?
We've been through a lot of big changes this year. You've been through so many big changes. But I mean, we're making it work. And whatever we decide, we can make it work. I'm confident in that.
Yeah. Me too.
We should call August and tell her about all this.
Oh, hey, August, guess what? Our dad really is our dad.
You can sleep easy. We're not French Canadian after all.
Whatever we end up doing, I'm just glad. I'm glad you're with me.
Aw.
Yeah. Me too.
Her ass is not driving this car. And there we go. I thought that was another car following us for a second. Open roads. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna turn the game volume down for a little bit so we can talk about it. I want to start with the story. Story-wise, I thought it was actually really, really good. I think the story is a great story. I think it's a story worth telling. I really enjoyed it. There was a lot going on with the family. Oh, but I did have one story thing that I wanted to say. Now I totally forget. Oh, just like the reactions of the story from the characters, though. A lot of times it didn't seem like they cared at all. Like, especially the mom. Like, they were finding out that the grandmother could have had an affair and her dad couldn't have been her dad. Open Roads was developed over many years by many hands. All the people below played a crucial part in its development. That's cool. But yeah, it just felt like a lot of the times the characters didn't really care about what they were seeing or finding. And so gameplay wise, I thought the gameplay was good. Like I said, it reminded me a lot of that other game we played, As Dusk Falls. I almost forgot what it was. Reminded me a lot of As Dusk Falls, which is a good thing. I would say the art style in As Dusk Falls is better than this one. But I like the 3D aspect of this game. With that being said, it kind of feels like the 3D aspect was just because, or the 2D aspect of the characters was just because you didn't know how to render 2D characters into 3D models. Or maybe it was a creative and artistic choice. I don't know. But if it was, I feel like they could have been more detailed. They could have had more, expressions going on. There was a lot of times where the mom was angry or the two were arguing and then one of them would be like smiling during a thing. So it was just a little weird, and the repetition of it all was kind of boring. But when I say boring, just hear me out for a second, because I use it very grain of salt kind of way. Because I didn't think the game was boring at all. I just say that because I read the reviews for the game before I downloaded it, and it was very, very split, like halfway, where a lot of people were like, "Oh, it's a great story," and then other people were like, "It's kind of boring." Um, I don't think it was that boring. I will say though that the picking up of everything, like I want to pick up something so that it has a purpose of being picked up, and I hate when game, not just this game, but I hate when any game you could just pick up everything around you. It's like, yes, I want the freedom of being an actual living character in the world, but also if you give me the opportunity to do it, I'm gonna do it because I think it has a purpose. And it's also a me thing because I'm so new to like playing games. I'm still figuring out like what's actually important to storylines and games and stuff like that. And I mean, I'm sure I've missed some stuff in games I played. I know for a fact I missed some stuff in games I played. Um, and that's fine. It's whatever. But I think that kind of going throughout, it was less rewarding to pick up stuff, and even more so, less rewarding to talk to mom about it. Because sometimes it would be a big lore drop, and then other times it would just be like, "Oh, I remember that when I was a young girl." I'm just like, "Oh, okay, whatever." But I like all the characters in the stories and stuff. I think the mom's an absolute horrible person, and she's a liar and a total asshole. Your dad ran away so he could gamble, and I kicked him out. Well, not really. Like that was just total douchebaggery right there. And that kind of made me not like the mom character as much. I like the main character. I like how open she is with people. Like it doesn't seem at all like a bad household relationship going on, but the mom definitely does not help at all. You know? And she's like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to live in the car for a while." I was offered to live with my sister, but no. I mean, that's like not caring about Tessa just as much as the dad did. The dad left, and her response is, "Well, we have a chance to stay in this nice house in the city of Chicago, but instead we're gonna not do that, and I'm just gonna try to do it on my own because I have something to prove for myself." Like that's not what is best for Tessa. It just there's a lot of stuff that made me kind of angry about it all, but overall I had fun. I had fun, and I think it was good. I like the storyline, especially the grandmother and grandfather. That was the best part. I mean, it was the main part, but I'm talking in the scheme of all of the other storylines that were happening at the same time as well. Also, a lot of these names look. Uh, where does this game take place? It takes place in Canada, right? That looks very like Norwegian, like Northern Europe. Um, what was I saying? Oh, I was talking about all the other little storylines that were happening too, like with Tessa and her best friend, and how that kind of parallels with the mom and her best friend that she had. I thought that was cool. And Tessa and her dad, I think the dad's cool. Also, the texting part irked me so much. I will not have a conversation with someone if they diminish words to like just the singular you and are. Ugh, disgusting. Type like a normal human being, please. Don't be such a freaking wad about it all. There's no way to speed this up, I don't think. Localization. These are some really bizarre names. So overall, Good game. Boring? I don't think so. I think you make it boring by picking up everything and doing all of the dialogue lines, because a lot of them didn't really seem like they led anywhere. But if you just like speed ran this game, it would be kind of quick and also not that hard. And I think it would be it's a good story. It's free on Game Pass right now, which is what I played it on. And I chose it because I like the art style. The art style was diminished, like I said, with the 3D elements being mixed in, but again, I don't think it was bad. Are these all the voice actors for the other languages? Keke Hashi game. Okay. Okay. I think it would be cool to see more from these characters. I should probably play it again someday with the... You realize... with the... Oh my god, copyright music. Which is what you're seeing now. They turned it off before... turned it off before it could play, but... This is probably where a lot of the budget went. For this music. Heartbeats. Swing, swing. I haven't even heard of some of these songs. Oh, by All American Rejects. I know that song. Annapurna, thanks. Annapurna is the... I think it's the name in the game company. How do I get my name on one of these thank you things? Go testify. Oop, knock my head thing off. Womp womp. Okay, I think I'm gonna let this play out so you guys can see everybody that worked on the game. I'm gonna leave this episode here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series. If you do, comment down below. Let me know if you enjoyed it. There's not a lot of commenting going on, and I want to see it. What do you guys want to see me play? What do you want to see? Let me know. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And also, make sure you subscribe. You get to see what I play next, because it's going to be fun. And I don't know what it is yet, which is why you should comment, which is why you should like the video. It's also why you should subscribe. Full circle, wrap around. We do it a little wrap around. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching. Thanks for making the game.